Hello and welcome to the unfortunate few who stumbled across this. Horus Heresy, the Legacies of the Age of Darkness PDF. Gonna talk just a bit about it for just a moment, because I've seen a lot of people... Well, this meme is fairly accurate, where people are going, you know, myself included, where are my destroyers, where's this, where's that? And a lot of people seem to think themselves, well, GW, they've answered. They've done so good. Now we can all shut up and we were all in the wrong for wondering why all this shit wasn't here in the first place. Well, they made a fancy new article, and it's time to take a look-see. New edition of Horus Heresy lands in stores in just a few days' time. We know loads of you are excited to get stuck in this game and get your Cyanide units on the battlefield. We've also noticed that some of you are concerned that certain units in your existing armies might not be usable in the new edition, especially if they don't feature in the Libra book for that faction. Hopefully this article will reassure you Tartarus Terminus, the Power Fist, assures jump hacks, and lovingly converted White Scars champions on pikes won't be resigned to a life on the shelf. Some people... The Legacies PDF was always coming. They announced this a while ago. I don't think they were going to release it now. I think... I feel like this article was pushed forward ahead of time. The upcoming Legacies of the Age of Darkness PDF is a huge document which will allow you to continue to use the vast majority of miniatures you've amassed over the last decade of collecting, alongside the digital support for the likes of Talons of the Emperor, Imperial Army, and Runestorm Demons. Players with existing Horus Heresy collections will be able to keep fielding older miniatures in their games. Fantastic. So you said dropped shortly after the release of Cyanide box set, and we'll cover a swath of exact special units. Okay. Why were they not in the Liber books? The army list and the Liber books are a reflection of the current range of miniatures. They say that. With the Terminator Power Fist specifically being a huge hubbub for people. They are written to reflect the contents of box units, so new players can build armies without feeling the need to buy multiple kits to make one unit. That's a really great idea, except that's not at all what happened, because this does not work in the current Libra book. This is not a starter thing, despite being a starter kit, you see. Or Templar Brethren, with the fact that they can't have both a shield, combat shield, pistol, and a sword, despite that's how they're fucking modeled. From GW. Are designed to represent the most typical war gear loadouts those units would have. It also means that these rulebooks can be compact enough to transport to your games. You say that. However, Warhammer the Horus Heresy Age of Darkness is designed as a game where Legacy can live, and we will intend for players with existing armies to use these Legacy units in their games, including a bit of play where they are no less than official than those with units of the ball. Can I use them in a tournament? One, tournaments are fucking stupid. Bring in tournament bullshit style idiocy to Heresy, also not the greatest idea. That's not to say, oh, I don't want balance, or oh, I don't want, you know, blah blah blah. The hyper-competitive crowd of new Hammer 40k does not mix well with some of the old grognards of yesteryear that moved on to Heresy during Heresy, you know, the last previous editions. Is everything covered in the Legacy PDF? No, of course not. And, you know, some of this I could almost see makes sense, you know. Well, why would you want variants of champions, captains, or blah blah blah, you know, when they're basically just stock? Well, they weren't stock. They usually had one or two little things, and people... It's not like they couldn't just move it over. These people... This is a multi-billion-dollar company. They have enough time and resources to just fucking throw an extra unit out there. Not even model, just a stat sheet. And this is where you get to all this crap, is where it gets weird. This is probably where the breachers with Volkite weapons went. Tartarus Terminators are probably the only way for Tartarus to take Power Fist or Chain Fist or whatever. Indomitus Terminator squads are probably fucked. And all this, okay, this all looks grand, fantastic. Issue. Quite a few. I feel like these specifically these ones probably were not planned initially. These were probably rushed into the book, or into this PDF, after the shit show started. Because you tell me that you couldn't fit 3 fucking pages into the book? Really? I have my doubts. Especially when they would have fit on the fucking page. It wouldn't have been, you know, anything other than war gear options. But no, maybe I'm just crazy. And then you got all this Dark Angel crap, and it's like, okay, you get additional Legion armory options. Some of the Legions, like the Iron Warriors, you only had fucking 2 things on the Legion armory page. You could have added these, so why didn't you? Well, this clearly is going to be new stuff. Is it? Because if so, why didn't the White Scars get anything new? How about Space Wolves? You know, this is going to placate a lot of stupid people who want to forgive GW because oh, GW, they're my friend. The multi-billion-dollar corporation really cares about me. No, they don't. They want your money, and you're stupid for giving it to them. And even then, with all this, they're still fucking missing shit, like, and still really fine, like the fact that the Aurochs is again going to be in Legacy, so it's probably never going to get a plastic kit, despite being the fucking Rhino for Solar Auxilia. And then obviously, here's the list of things coming, and I'm curious how well this roadmap is going to be followed, considering I remember how the last ones went. And then obviously they want you to pre-order it, and hilariously, the pre-order isn't running out for this box like almost every other box that they've released in the last couple years. So, anecdotally, I've spoken with people and have talked to people who have spoken to their own stores. A lot of, again, anecdotal, a very small sample size, less than 20 stores. The amount of stores that have had canceled pre-orders is not insignificant. I'm not going to sit here and be like, Heresy is dead on arrival. No one's going to play, because that's not true. It's going to make money. It's going to sell well. But I don't think it's going to be quite the home run that 2.0 was in terms of sales. And obviously, someone crossed off all the list of all the things that are... If it's crossed off, it means it's in the PDF. All this other shit is not in the PDF. So that's kind of funny. In a bad way. I think the Whirlwind was in the journal that got leaked. And obviously when said individual went to the Facebook groups in order to mention it, it was resoundingly deleted. So that's kind of funny. In short, this PDF, it was always going to happen. I personally think they added some of these options because not through any ill intent of trying to fuck over you, the player, but because the writers are so incompetent and their editing team is so incompetent, they didn't realize they didn't have the fucking options in the base book. So now they're rushing to add a few more units to this PDF because there's a shitload of guys here. It's still not everything. I'm still missing stuff. So that's cool. And yeah. If you're excited for 3.0, I'm fantastic. Good for you, man. Have fun with it. I'm not here to stop you from doing that. But don't tell me that GW can piss in my face and call it iced tea. Anyway, have a good day.